Feeling much better.
Good.
Way better this
Let's
time.
go.
I'm a lot more excited than the first time we was here because I actually feel good.
What's session today?
The same as this time 2 weeks ago. We're back at the park. We've got hill runs. I think it's like some kind of variation of 10 150s again. We might do like a pyramid, but when we get into it I'll show you what's happening. So yeah, quick warm up, straight into it, let's go. Yeah, that was much better than this time 2 weeks ago. Got about 5 reps in and I realised that it's probably more efficient to have more of a slow wind up. You're better off easing into a rhythm as opposed to just blasting off. I kind of figured that out kind of halfway through, so it actually made them quicker as well, even though it felt easier because it was just more fluid. But as of the hill session in general, way better than 2 weeks ago. Now this time we've got 5 short sprints up the hill just to finish the session off. We've got a 10-minute rest, we do that, then we're back into the gym.
So here we are, back into it. Sunday session complete. We've done the gym, we've done the hills. Today felt a lot better actually, both on the hill and in the gym. I think I'm starting to feel the benefits of the 2 phasing weeks that we had. As my strength's coming back, I feel a little bit fitter than I was 2 weeks ago. So things are looking good, to be honest. We've got a huge week this week. We have 3 sessions on the track, 3 sessions in the gym. Monday we have circuits, which is tomorrow, and we have a big endurance session on Tuesday. So it's going to be a busy week really. There's a lot of tough sessions in there, but I'm looking forward to it. We'll move on to circuits tomorrow first and see how we go.
Power structure.
So it's another Monday, another circuit training session. This week, luckily, we don't have the shuttle circuits, which is good news. But what we do have is essentially the same exercises, but just made in a different way pretty much. So we have the same 10 exercises. This circuit works a little bit differently from the shuttles. We basically do the same thing, but we do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and then at the end of the exercises, we'll do what you're seeing now, which is 3 runs up and down the stairs, and then we just repeat this process 3 times. Now, as we've done this for a couple of weeks now, I'm starting to feel a lot better. I can see that my fitness is improving quite a bit. Again, it's still tough. It doesn't really ever get to a stage where it's really easy, but I'm definitely feeling the benefit of the last couple of weeks. Now this is the real killer of the session. 150 med ball throws of varying types, bench jumps and mat jumps. Now, to be honest, it doesn't look like much, but it's so tiring having to do all these. So what I try and do is I try and get them done as quickly as possible, because if you take your time with them, They will literally take an hour, and the session's as long as it is, and nobody really has time to be doing that, so I just try and blast them off as quickly as I can. The one thing that I will say, particularly about the mat jumps, is that it's such a tough exercise doing 20 split jumps followed by 10 broad jumps, but because it's such low impact, you don't really feel any negative effects the day after, so your legs aren't really sore from doing this. If they are, they're probably sore from just the rest of the circuit, but at least the mat jumps don't add to it.
Another circuit session done. Once again, it's just so sweaty. The circuits just get me. But this was the full day, so we did 3 sets of circuit, stair runs, mat jumps, bench jumps, medicine ball throws. The first full proper week is underway, but it's looking good so far. It's really good for my fitness, so another 4 weeks of this and I'll be feeling like in really good shape, so it's all worth it. Alright, bit of a windy one today. We have 2 300s, 2 250s, 2 200s, 25-second pace. I'm going to try and stay in my flats again today. The track is a bit drier. Drier? The track is dry, so it should make it a bit better. So we're going to crack on, get this session done. So we've got Mr. Richard Kilty.
The far side Sue is going well, but Kilty might just about get there. Having the time of his life.
Is indeed Richard Kilty, who's coming away from the field. The top mark for a European athlete this year.
World 60 metre champion, double European champion, Commonwealth Games champion, European record holder in the relay, and yeah, I've just come down, have young Joe dragging me through my paces.
Are you okay?
I just felt my hamstring a little bit. Got to about wherever that is, like 150, and I just felt it pinch. It's not that bad, but walking around now, it's like a 2 out of 10. I can just ever so slightly feel it. No point doing any more, it'll just go if I do another one. It's just jarring. It didn't force me to pull up. I felt it and thought that don't feel right.
Yeah.
It almost as if it was a cramp, but just kind of a quick,
Yeah,
more sharp and centred.
yeah. Hopefully it's just like
It's-
my cramp.
It's like a 3 or 4 out of 10.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just like a myofascial thing or something. Or
It's like a minor thing. It's in the
yeah.
it's in the belly. It's not tendon. It's in here. So I reckon it's like
I'm
3, 4, 5 days. I don't know. It's annoying doing it on a session like this.
Yeah.
Though. It's not even quick.
Yeah.
Have you had a strain before?
Yeah, I've been in my hamstring a while ago though. I can feel it when I do that. Like that's quite painful.
Okay.
But walking around, it just aches.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my head it's probably like a grade 1, might take about a week. It's just frustrating that it's on such a like random session.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like the hardest thing to do, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, like I mean, I literally said, "Oh, I'll stay in my flats."
Yeah.
I just got injured in my flats. Like what? Does that even happen?
I
How do
know.
you get injured in your flats?
It's not even that cold as well. It's not fast.
I don't know. Honestly couldn't tell you.
So as you saw in the last clip, I actually hurt my hamstring a little bit, which is all I can say. It's very frustrating at this stage. Luckily, it's not as bad as it seems, as it's a couple days after the injury when I'm recording this voiceover, and already the pain has kind of disappeared, to be honest. It's one of those where I think it's some kind of neural twinge, which means that my sciatic nerve is probably tight, which is causing it to pull on the hamstring when I run. So as you can see, I'm in the gym doing a few rehab bits that I kind of took from what I've been doing previously when I've had this kind of problem. In 2021, I actually had this issue that recurred for probably 6 months, and it gave me a lot of problems, so I'm making sure that I get on it early and don't make the same mistakes that I made during that time. I know there's never really a good time to be getting injuries, but it does give me a chance to focus on my strength and conditioning, make sure that I'm fixing any other issues that I have going on technique-wise, and there's no need to rush anything at this stage. But since the second half of this week has pretty much just been me doing some rehab bits in the gym, it's meant that this video is a little bit shorter than what I was expecting it to be. But what I will do is, the next video you see after this, I will compile all of the rehab journey over the next week or 2 weeks and go into more detail about how I actually fix issues like this, and just update you on the progress of how it's going. So that pretty much wraps it up for this one. I'll see you next week.